Well, we have a brand new launch, Fantastic Four, and I want to talk about it because my channel is not just toys. It is more. I want it to be more. I want to talk about comic books and other things as well. So I thought we'll start with this because it's a new book, and I think I have some things I'd like to say about it. If you don't like this, you don't have to watch it, but this is what I want to talk about. So, the new Fantastic Four book just launched a couple days ago. I think about a week and a half ago now. But I want to talk about it because I am really happy to be picking up a new Fantastic Four book again. Because while I did enjoy a majority around the start of Slot's run on FF, I have really been wanting a new book for quite some time. And I was really drawn in when I saw this by the cover art from Alex Ross, which is using the same coloring style he used on his Full Circle book, as well as he's using the designs for the costumes on the cover here from that book as well. So this is pure Alex Ross right here. Um, the story itself inside is written by Ryan North, who you might know for doing a long run on The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, as well as a number of other sort of young adult, kid friendly books like the Adventure Time books and some other more child friendly books. I'm not sure the names of at the moment. But Iban Coelho does the artwork on the inside, which I think is pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of his work personally, that's just me, but I think he does a pretty good job on the book itself. The colors are really nice. I think that's really what I like most about his work is that the colors pop really well. They look really good on the page, and I think it just works really well. I'm not sure. I mean, he's not the colorist, but whoever the colorist is doing a fantastic job. But the story itself of the book is pretty serviceable. There's not much to it. It's a time loop story. It's a time loop story that ends on a cliffhanger with like, oh no, what happened to the Fantastic Four? We'll find out at some point soon here. So the story itself is Alicia Masters and Ben Grimm, who are now married, who have been married for a while, who have adopted two kids, a Kree kid and a Skrull kid, are in this sort of like Midwestern town, and the days just keep repeating. The same day keeps repeating. It's Groundhog Day, but not as fun. Um, there is a. It starts off as like a mystery of why is the town repeating? Why are people acting so weird? Except it doesn't really work all that well because there's a lot of anachronisms that don't make a lot of sense if you think about it from the period where they're in. Like, there's a kid in the book who is supposed to, it's a time loop story. It's meant to be like this town that got stuck eternally, like 1965 or whatever, whenever it is, and it just doesn't work very well because the kid has like a super modern haircut. He's like a fade. That doesn't look good. It doesn't work well. The town itself, like, while some people dress accurately, nobody's freaking out over the fact that there's a giant, like 8 foot tall orange rock man, except for like one guy and one kid, but everybody else is fine and normal about it. It's very weird. Like at one point, Ben just walks into a bar and nobody pays any mind. Like, I'm aware that this is the Marvel universe and that there are characters like the like Phineas Horton's The Human Torch, which actually is referenced in this book, which I think is very cool. I'm always happy to see more of him being referenced, but it's just it's serviceable. That's what I'll say it is. It is a serviceable story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has a plot structure, and it has a, I guess, narratively satisfying ending. So the whole plot, the reason that this town is stuck in a time loop is because there is a man who has some sort of, maybe a mutant power, maybe a cosmic ray power. I'm not really sure. I don't think we've been told. I'm not sure where the power comes from, but whenever he says "I wish," the wish happens. So he says, "I wish I could do this day over again," because I think he got dumped by his girlfriend and he wants to like fix it. But the thing is, when he resets the day, his memories don't change, so he's just he's in the same loop. It's just this repeating loop where he gets drunk, or sorry, he gets dumped by his girlfriend. He gets drunk. He says, "I wish," and then the day just keeps repeating and looping. And presumably, it has been for decades now because this is a town. They say it in the story. This is a town that's been missing for like 70 years. So presumably they've just been doing that for 70 years, and nobody has found this town. There's not really much of an explanation for why they're there or how they got there, and I get that's the point because the ending of the book, the big stinger, is that Reed did something, and the rest of the FF are gone, and there's just a crater the size of the moon in the middle of New York City. Like it's like ground zero. It's a ginormous crater, and we don't know why that's the case. We don't know what happened. We don't know where Johnny. We don't know where Reed. We don't know where Sue. We don't know where any of the kids are. It's just there's a hole where the Baxter building should be. So who knows what's going on there now? We have to wait till next month to figure out what's going on. But I mean, it did its job as like a starting issue. It made you want to know, oh no, what happened to the Fantastic Four? It caught your eye. It got your attention, which is what these first issues are supposed to do. I don't feel it was worth the $4.99 price point for a pretty story. If I had to give it like a 1 out of 10 scale, I give it a 5. 1 being terrible, 5 being just an average comic book. Like this is just an average comic book. There's nothing spectacular about it. The writing is decent. The art is decent. The only thing that really makes me like constantly like looking at it is just this cover, because it's drawn by Alex Ross, so it looks fantastic. But that's the story. My thoughts on it are, it's fine. I kind of had my hopes up a lot higher because I was just hoping for something new, and I was hoping that after what happened with Slot's run, which was, if you like it, you like it, I'm happy for you, but I did not enjoy a majority of it, so I had my fingers crossed for this would like blow me out of the water, and it didn't. It barely made the water have any ripples, like it barely bounced on it. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep reading it because I enjoy the Fantastic Four and I want them to succeed, and I want these books to be continued to be made, because for about 4 years we didn't have a Fantastic Four book, which just blows my mind. This is Marvel's like, it's their first family. It blows my mind that we didn't have them for so long simply because they didn't have the rights in the MCU. It's a whole argument, whole conversation. I won't get into that, but I don't know. You can pick it up if you want. It's still in the shops. It's a recent issue. I mean, I just keep looking at it. I'm really just looking forward to most about this book is how all these covers are going to be drawn by Alex Ross. And the next cover that was teased actually looked really cool. It was like this town that had like people with Doom faces, like they're all wearing Doom masks, and Reed and Sue are running from them. I don't know if that has anything to do with the story, because this had nothing to do with the story. But I'd be happy if that was the case, because I like Alex Ross's art, and I really think it's spectacular, and I just hope he continues doing these covers. I really enjoy it. Added to the list of books he's been doing. We need him to do a Thor book now, because we had him do Immortal Hulk, we had him do the Captain America run, we had him do the recent Iron Man run, and now he's doing this. So yeah, I would just like to see Alex Ross continue to do amazing covers, and I would like to see him continue doing more books like Full Circle. Oh, my screen just turned off. But I am, I don't have anything else to say to it. If you want it, pick it up. If you don't have to. If you want to see more of me doing this, if you are interested in me doing not just toy things but also comic book things, please let me know, because I really would like to do more of these. I'd like to go more in depth about maybe some older books that I enjoy, maybe do some more modern things, more comic, maybe like trades. I've been reading the Captain America run so far, and I'd like to maybe do a discussion on read both runs, Sentinel Liberty and Symbol of Justice. I can't remember. It's the Sam Wilson and the Steve Rogers one. I've read both of them. Pretty good. I'd like to do maybe a video about them, like maybe the first 5 issues or so. But yeah, if you want it, pick it up. Go to your local comic book shop. Please go to your local comic book shop. Please do that. because the business is, it's always struggling, and local shops always could use more readers. So please do yourself a favor, go to your comic book store, pick up either this issue or a new issue on the racks, and then go in the long bins and buy something for a quarter. It just doesn't hurt. But thank you very much for sticking to the end of this. I hope you have an excellent day. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, and if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe. Please do that. Thank you. Take care.